Chelsea, how does this sound? Just fine? What would make...
That's almost Animal Crossing.
No, I can do that. Animal Crossing, Am I the Asshole? Where one episode we just do that the entire time.
Yeah, so get this. I turned off my game, and I didn't save, and when I came back, a mole fucking popped out and started yelling at me,
I the
asking for all my,
asshole,
my money.
Am I the prick?
Should I be saving my game? That's a little
Should I be
Rossetti.
saving myself?
Rossetti's a bitch.
I came back after 3 months, and Tom Nook said I was being lazy. Can this guy believe it? Dude, I'm paying him rent.
He looked at me very disappointed because he said he always thought that he could believe in me and I could carry on his empire for him, but he said that maybe after being so lazy that I wouldn't actually be able to do it.
Are we reading off your phone right
No, I was just saying that.
I thought he was starting the story, too.
I'm reading the story a little bit. Okay. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Am I the Asshole number 4 with the TOC boys. It's me, Aaron. We got Matt. We got Chase. And we're taking your stories and Reddit stories to find out who is the asshole. We're going to start off with a pretty big banger here. This one is a Reddit story. It is, am I the asshole for not wanting our friend to ever come back to our house after he literally ate everything that we owned?
It's so good to be back.
My husband and I live abroad. Earlier this year, a mutual acquaintance, let's call him K, reached out saying he'd been scammed with an apartment rental and had nowhere to stay. At first, we only offered the weekend, but he was polite, helped around the house, and seemed grateful, so we ended up letting him stay the full 20 days he'd asked for. During that time, some things rubbed us the wrong way. He never bought groceries and multiple times pretended he was going to pay but forgot his wallet or claimed he could only pay with Apple Pay. He'd eat way more than his share. Once my husband and I shared half a pizza and he ate the other half without paying. Still, we felt bad for him, so we let it go. We stayed friendly, and a few months later, we were planning a 17-day trip. Since he was struggling with rent, we offered him to stay at our place in exchange for taking care of our dog. I even wrote a Google Doc with instructions about the house, dog care, gym access, etc. I told him he could eat anything that was going to expire. Fruits, veggies, yogurt. Then when we came back, everything was gone. And I mean everything. The entire fridge, freezer, pantry. He finished 2 jars of jam, a jar of peanut butter, a giant Costco bottle of olive oil, condiments, rice, snacks, cheese, even my husband's supplements, creatine, protein, collagen. He completely destroyed a ceramic pan. He consumed things that usually last us about 6 months in just 2 weeks. I honestly suspect he may have taken stuff home with him because of how insane the missing things were. I didn't confront him except to ask him to replace the pan, which he mocked me about. It's just a pan. Why are you making such a big deal? I felt deeply disrespected. Now he keeps texting me, acting like nothing happened, and wants to hang out. I told my husband I don't want him in our home ever again, and my husband says I'm being too harsh. And if he wants to stay as friends, that's his choice, but I feel completely taken advantage of and disrespected. So, am I the asshole for not wanting to see this guy ever again and refusing to let him come back to our house?
This man is built like the thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
A
he's
Costco
giant.
bottle of olive oil is like 90,000
I was
calories.
that shit is plutonium, pretty much.
Also, wait, he took a pan?
He broke a
He
ceramic
broke
pan.
a pan. Okay, gotcha. I blanked out for a second.
But like, I'm assuming he didn't break the ceramic pan on the last day. He probably broke it and was like, "Fuck, I'm not cleaning that up."
It's fine.
He's like,
Yeah.
the dam is broken. I have to steal everything now. I have to.
Yeah. If I take everything else, they'll forget about the pan.
Yeah.
I will also say, towards the beginning, he's eating too much. He ate all their stuff. That's shitty. They are under eating. If you get a pizza, let's call it Domino's, and
You're
he
eating
eats half, and you guys are splitting half, you got to eat more. You don't eat a quarter of a pizza.
It's
and
not
feel
like
full.
he came over and grabbed half the pizza and
Right.
was like, "Gonna be taking this one."
Yeah, that's 4 slices of pizza. I eat 4 slices of pizza.
Yeah.
Am I an asshole?
Yeah. No.
Thank you. But no, I feel like I agree with her assessment that he had to have taken things home. There's
Yeah.
no way you're finishing Costco-sized rice and olive oil.
Nah,
in
they
2
open the
weeks.
door and he's like a
The
giant
creatine,
ball. He's like, little chicken wing fucking flicks it away.
It's
like,
decadent.
Oh, hello. How was your trip?
Oh, I didn't expect you home so early.
I'm picturing what the fuck's his name from Globo Gym and Dodgeball.
Lobo Jim?
Oh, no. I thought Globo Gym was the start of the name of the thing from the team from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
He's on the couch at the end. He's eating the
Yeah,
chicken
yeah,
wing.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
fucking El Gordo, and he's like,
Is it Ben Stiller?
that is Ben Stiller.
Yeah. His character.
Or whoever that is.
Yeah.
It's a tangent.
Globo Jim.
It's Globo Jim, right?
Globo
Isn't
Jim.
that the name? Okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Globo Jim. The guy
When
who
you
goes,
say it like a name, is it an actual name?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
His gym.
I
name.
was thinking Globo JIM.
Oh, hey,
Globo
that's
Jim.
Globo Jim.
Globo Jim. I haven't seen the movie Dodgeball, if you can't tell.
Really? Did
No.
you not see when
All right,
Patches
next
O'Houlihan gets
episode of
crushed?
this, we're watching Dodgeball with Chase. But no, I think this one's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So this is the husband's friend, I think. And
It's
that's
just
why-
it says a mutual acquaintance.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like a
Acquaintance.
friend of the couple.
He's
That's what I'm
barely a
saying. Is
friend.
it's kind of your fault if you let an acquaintance just come live in your home. Because acquaintance implies you've met him.
You
a
don't know
couple-
that
Yeah,
much
you don't
about
know
them.
him that well.
When you said in exchange for dog sitting, I thought this story was taking a turn. Did you guys ever read the story about the woman who dog sat for a week? And she was like, I'm all alone, so I kept masturbating on the couch. And on the last day, she realized there was a dog camera pointed straight on at the couch. So she just dropped those friends, never spoke to them again. I thought this was about to go in that direction.
Could you
Wow.
imagine? Could you imagine getting the notification? There was motion in front of your. There was motion in front of your. There was motion in front of your. Wow, the dog's moving around a
we
lot
do-
on the. In
When
the
we do
living
our
room.
favorite stories episode, I'm gonna bring that one in because it's mortifying, like how much it hurts to read that.
Yeah,
story.
that
You can
sucks.
feel her pain.
That
Sorry,
sucks.
that's a
No, that's one of those stories where I would legitimately start weighing if another 60 years of joy and happiness would be worth it. Like, it could all be over right now.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that got really dark.
Whoa.
What he means is moving to a different
Yeah,
country.
moving to a
Um,
different nation.
I think it was Peyton.
I was testing to make sure the door locked with my mind.
Yeah, I think to put a nice little bow on this one, the dude's the asshole
Yeah.
that ate all the
Absolutely.
food. You're totally fine to drop him and not invite him back to your house.
I'll
Like,
say like, I understand. Like if he's financially going through something, like if you're friends with him and it's like he's clearly going through a rough time and that's why he took all the food. It's like I can
Yeah.
understand. It would take a lot to be the bigger person and be like, hey, you know what, you're going through it. Like
Yep.
you probably needed this, but then the pan and to be like, shut up,
Yeah.
dude.
Shut up,
You're
idiot.
being a pussy about
Well,
it.
the thing is she did say they only asked about the pan. They weren't going to say anything about the
Oh,
food.
right.
If they didn't care
Yeah,
about the food
yeah.
that much.
and he acted like it was nothing, and I hate that.
Yeah.
It's just a
But
pan,
also,
dude.
like, he could have, like, I'm sure if he had just been like, yeah, I took all the food, my
Sorry,
bad.
I'm going through it.
But they'd be
Like,
like, I'm sure
yeah.
they'd be like, it's okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
I needed the
All right, so
creatine.
Yeah.
we'll do this a new.
I need that karmic
Yeah, the
cycle back.
creatine's crazy.
That's-
We'll do this in a new way on this episode. Whoever's editing, you got to put a big fancy asshole stamp right here.
Yeah.
of an
The
asshole.
word asshole, except do the goatsy hands, like pulling the word.
Mario Goatsy.
Yeah, the hands pull it out of thin air in the middle.
Oh,
That's
So-
the transition.
Yes. Oh.
And it pulls it, and we go into the O, and we go into the next.
Yep.
guys, get in there.
All right, so everybody look, we're going into the next story through the goatee.
What?
Oh yeah. Wow. I
so
saw
fire.
the other day. Here, you know what? This can be our intro to this story, even though it has nothing to
It's
do
cop.
with it.
It's
I saw the other
Kappa,
day that 100% pumpkin. If
What?
you go to the store and get like 100% pumpkin in a can kind of thing, to make a pumpkin pie, whatever, has very lax rules. So you think pumpkin, the orange thing, it's any gourd, and they don't do this, but technically I think he said like
zucchini.
zucchini is a gourd. So technically, based on the rules, you can fill a can of 100% zucchini and call it 100% pumpkin, which is very interesting.
That's
Wait,
That is
it's
fucked
not
up.
even like Zinfandel or
Yeah. That
That's
is fucked up.
weird. And 42% of Lay's customers don't know Lay's chips are made with real
That's
potatoes.
just crazy to me.
We've lost so much.
Because of
fun.
shit like that. They've been,
Yeah.
It is.
We've
scared
lost
off.
so much.
You can't trust
FDA
anyone.
To approve a can of zucchini
As
a
100%. Oh my god.
That would be sick. Can we
We
fool
go
that?
to
We
a
fooled
pumpkin
the,
pie contest and sue them when they go,
Oh.
"Sir, this is zucchini."
No.
We pranked the FDA. Goes crazy.
We win the longest pumpkin award by taking a zucchini, a big old zucchini.
Grow a longer pumpkin than me.
Just try it, brother.
Can't.
Can't do that.
All right, this story comes from you, right there. I'm talking, not you, that guy to the left,
Michael.
Michael. God, you just jump scared the shit out of Michael. Michael, your mom needs you.
It's your birthday today.
Am I the asshole for gaslighting my grandma into thinking TikTok is banned?
This is a gas story.
My grandma has an addiction to social media, and I mean bad. We live in a 2-story house, and her room is directly above mine. She's almost 75 years old, so she's a little deaf and has her phone connected to a Bluetooth speaker 24/7. I hear her scrolling through TikToks and Facebook Reels from, I shit you not, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. She stays up all night, and she makes sure no one else can sleep either with her TikTok blasting all of our eardrums.
Gooner grandma story incoming.
Fast forward a couple months, she started to make her own videos.
Oh no.
Mostly AI edits of
This part's
pictures
sad.
of her from 30 years ago. Keep in mind, she's a very sensitive old lady, so when she started posting these videos, people would comment. Sometimes not the nicest comments, which leads her to come to me to uninstall the apps for her every other week. Then, one night at 4 a.m., she calls me, wakes me up from a sleep that I've been struggling to have, to reinstall TikTok for her. I was fed up with the back and forth, download this, delete this, make up your damn mind, lady. So I faked looking up TikTok on the Play Store and told her it's not downloadable anymore. She started to panic and asked why, in which I responded, you didn't hear? Trump banned TikTok. Now she's angry at Trump, but I'm getting my peaceful sleeps back. Am I the asshole?
That sounds like a win-win.
Well, also,
Dollars.
I think maybe, let me double check it. I think you maybe, your brain filled in some gaps and took out the PlayStation Store. I think they got on their PS5 and looked up TikTok.
No, it says,
Play Store.
Play Store.
Oh, I thought
Play
it said
Store. Your
PlayStation
brain
Store.
Filled in.
Yeah, well,
PlayStation
the
Store.
idea of someone
You
whipping
made
out
it
the
funnier.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone
You
whipping
made it
out
funnier.
Yours is
PlayStation 5
better.
and being like, Grandma, TikTok's not on here.
Oh my God, Grandma! PlayStation did it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a real story from the audience.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
I know, finally.
Finally,
My woke ass Gigi keeps flicking through doom scrolling at 5 in the morning on the JBL speaker.
That's unhinged, by the way. There's a really easy fix for this, and maybe she doesn't like it. Give her headphones.
I was gonna say,
Just
get her
put headphones on.
get her like the bone headphones that like go like on your ear
She's
and like clip
75
in.
though. She might not have bones anymore.
True,
She's
they
just
just
pure cartilage, so it
went
can't
out.
go through.
Could you imagine that cacophony though?
Oh,
When you're trying to sleep.
What do you think
And
your
it's
grandma?
that like the text to speech voice.
my
this man threw a pumpkin off the second story of a building.
You won't guess what happens when it hit the floor, and it goes.
42% of Lay's customers don't know that Lay's chips are made with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you deserve to. I feel like the grandma is the asshole in this story for doing this. I feel like there were other solutions before you lied to her, but it feels pretty harmless.
I would say she's been around for a long time. I think the concept of sound and
Yep.
noise
Yeah.
is
It's
not
new to
something that's
her.
lost to you
Right.
through generations. Like she understands like you're making a lot of noise
Yep.
at like 3 a.m.
Her brain. They didn't really have computer when she was young.
True.
She wasn't supposed to be beaming information into her head at
Yeah.
like 10-second intervals. Like
We're kind of used to that, and it's still
Yeah, yeah,
as
yeah.
bad for us. Like this took brain that knows how to go outside and play with stick and circle.
They were catching stick and cup
Exactly.
back in her
like
day.
they
Yeah.
were having fun in the outside, and now we have absolutely brainwashed her.
My grandmother had at her house, she would be like, "Do you want to play Jax?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, I want to play Sonic Adventure 2." The fact that
Please tell me
woman,
you'd play Jax with your grandma.
yeah, every once in a while, I would pick. I was quick as hell, but like
in between levels.
was
the
quick with
idea
it.
of being like, "Hey, grandma, now check out
Chows.
Andy Griffith,
Oh.
but at 4 times speed in 10-second interview
with void
intervals."
edits. halfway
with
through.
void edits and like mirrored subtitles at the
You
bottom.
guys just reminded me. This morning I saw somebody making a whole argument about the 6'7" joke, and they're like, kids and their stupid ass humor. And the top comment was, we laughed at this 5 years ago, and it was Lord Farquaad
Yeah.
deep fried with the giant E, and I was just like,
Well,
oh, fuck.
Well, we're underestimating the comedy of that. It was
Yeah.
Markiplier photoshopped onto Lord Farquaad, which
Very
is
true.
very funny.
And deep fried.
Yes.
All right? You deep fry 6'7", I'll laugh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I think
Yeah.
I agree. She's hard of hearing. Give her some headphones.
Yeah.
We can fix this a different way. Also, it's fine if you lied to
You
her.
can
It's
go to the
TikTok.
gas station and get like a $5 pair of just
Skull
like
candy.
Yeah, yeah. Give her some skull candy. Yeah.
Get her Beats by Dre.
I used
Throw
to
them on.
fucking
Get her some
love Skull
Raycons.
candy.
You ready? You walk into
Not a sponsor.
grandma's room at 4 a.m. and she's fucking got her turtle beaches on.
Oh,
She's like ripping through TikToks. He's like,
There's a part of this story we're not diving into, which is the health of grandma. Being up from 10 to 7
Yeah.
watching TikToks
Diabolical.
is not.
What is she doing during the day?
Right. Is she nocturnal? Does she have Charlie's sleep schedule? Like, this is worrisome.
Yeah.
She needs to sleep.
Yeah. She needs to start streaming.
Oh my god.
Dude, graveyard
Wow
shift.
grandma.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Wow grandma.
Yeah.
I find it Wow grandma.
I find it interesting that someone who spends so much time on TikTok and like is like posting and interacting with it can't figure out how to download TikTok onto her phone.
That is true, yeah.
I have heard from a lot of parents that are like around our age, a little older, so like 26, 27.
Like
that-
19, 17,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
A lot of 17-year-old parents have told me their kids play Fortnite and Roblox all day, but if you ask them to download, they can't figure out how to download their own game.
That's
which
weird.
is insane.
That is
I
so
still
strange.
stand by, and every generation is like, oh, we're the best. We grew up in the perfect time to know how computers.
yeah.
Bro, I was in
helped-
app data
I per-
See?
yeah.
modding Minecraft,
yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Like-
deleting save file.
Yep.
And I've helped the generation above us fix their computers
And
and,
the
the generation below us fix
Oh,
their
yeah.
computers, and it's shocking to me.
Yeah.
I knew we were kind of curtains when when you would open like resource packs and it said open resource pack folder. I said that cannot be it. you have to go to the
There's
.minecraft
gotta
file.
be more. What do you mean I can just click a button and curse Forge now and mod Minecraft?
Yeah, exactly.
It is too damn easy to make a modded server now.
Yeah, it's
But
it's
I would-
I'm getting the goatsy signal,
But
by
then-
the way.
well, I used to like
go ahead.
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, I used to be going in there like I would be like, this mod open Minecraft.
Doesn't
Okay, that one worked, and then I'd go in. That one didn't work.
Yeah, brick the shit out of Minecraft.
What videos was she making on TikTok? The
Well, she
grandma-
said
Oh
AI
my God,
versions
wait,
of
we-
her
Can we get a
herself.
username to get some
Yeah,
like
can you
Yes.
please send us? We will blur the face. We will be respectful. Please send
Well,
us one
if
of the TikToks.
well, no, the account probably didn't get deleted, just the app.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we could probably find
What?
those.
What?
She said
Ice cream's so
mostly-
good.
Ice
Ice cream's so
Yum.
good.
Yum. So yeah, I would say pretty harmless, honestly.
Yeah.
Lying's not good. This is a fib.
Yeah.
This isn't a lie. I think you're
Yeah.
helping her. You're
Yeah.
helping you. Everybody wins here. If she really wants it back, get her some headphones. Aaron said he'll send them to you. Just give us the name.
I got a couple pairs. I'll send her away. I'll sign them. I'll sign them. Marlon Brando or something like
Marlon
that.
Brando.
I think what you do, you just get her on. She's already in the tech. Clearly, she's scrolling TikTok. Get her
Sure.
on Valheim or something like that.
Get
Send
her
a
on
D-
Valorant.
You will never see her again.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Ever.
send a DM to Shirley Curry. Get those two to link up. That's an old person. You guys don't know Shirley Curry like I do.
No.
That's Skyrim grandma.
Oh, she's
okay.
retired.
See,
She's done with Skyrim.
Sorry, I know WoW Grandma, not Skyrim.
That's true.
Grandma.
The three of them. That's a trio. Apex.
The world's not ready
Apex
for that.
World's
Apex
grandma
Legends,
team.
Yeah.
And then nobody at Worlds is gonna want to kill the grandma, so they win every game.
This
All
is-
right, you're
yeah.
not an asshole.
Yeah. you're good.
How are we doing this transition?
Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
On to story number 3. This one comes from r/am I the asshole. Am I the asshole for giving a blanket I crocheted for my boyfriend to another guy? I, 24F, recently got into crocheting and have been making small projects like pot holders and stuffed animals. Most of what I've made has been for myself, but I've also made a few things for my boyfriend, 28 male. Since it's getting colder, I decided to crochet a chunky blanket. That's an awesome descriptor. I remembered my boyfriend mentioning wanting a new comforter, so I thought it would be sweet to make the blanket for him as a surprise. While working on it, I noticed the chunky yarn collected hair really easily, especially my hair and my cat's hair. My boyfriend is very particular about hair being on things, so I thought it would be better to tell him instead of fully surprising him. I texted him something like, quote, "I'm working on a new crochet project, a blanket. I was going to give it to you since you wanted a new comforter, but I've noticed this yarn collects hair really easily." His response was, "We can use it as a sex blanket."
Nice.
I was honestly hurt.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
I was putting time and money into making him something handmade and thoughtful, and his first thought was to use it for something he'd probably get dirty and throw aside. He didn't seem appreciative at all, so I decided to just finish the blanket and keep it for myself. Later, I just was laughing about the previous paragraph. Later, I was venting to friends about the comment. One of them, a male friend, said, "I'd be happy to have a blanket made with love. He has previously expressed interest in me." Okay, well, there's his motive for saying that. But he's never crossed any boundaries or disrespected my relationship. He's playing chess right now.
Yeah.
It genuinely felt like he appreciated the effort more, so I ended up giving the blanket to him. I did tell my boyfriend that I gave the blanket to someone else, and he got very upset. He said it was extremely disrespectful to give something originally intended for him to another man. I told him that he made it seem like it wasn't special to him at all with his initial reaction, so I didn't think he would care. Now he's still bothered by it and says I crossed the line, especially giving it to someone who has shown interest in me before. So, am I the asshole? This one's a layered one.
That is.
This
My
one's got
sex
some
blanket.
This one's got some layers. Yeah. No, my cum rag.
That's
Fuck.
what, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think it is. It is odd.
Is
that
this
the-
dude Genghis Khan? He's fucking having sex on pelts and shit. What is this?
He lives in a yurt and has to put it on the. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
He's just fat. He's like not washing it. He's just doing it and then going like throwing it against the wall.
That was a horrible sound effect.
He's like,
I hate that.
done. Next.
Bring in another.
Babe. Babe, this one's broke. Can you make another?
Bro, there's
Ew, this has your hair
There's
and our
hair all
cat's
over
hair
his
on it.
sex
I don't want that shit near me.
Wait, that's so he's like, I don't want all this hair on my blanket. You.
I can't
Let's just
sleep
fuck
on
on
that.
it. and
This
grow my
this
gross
came from
cum.
you? Oh my
yuck.
That's
No,
from your head,
This is
dude.
gonna be very graphic, but this came out of your head. Now let me insert myself inside you on it. Disgusting.
I think you guys are looking at it wrong.
What?
He clearly doesn't like mess stuff on his sleeping area, so like
So it's
Yeah,
okay.
people would
it's-
lay a towel down.
yeah,
I don't-
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
also,
sorry,
yeah,
that,
do
was,
you
that
not
was a
just
fun
have
moment. Now we could be serious.
It is wild that it's odd that if your friend had interest, I agree that he kind of being like, I'd take a blanket made with love is kind of like Redditor coded. Like,
dude, I would appreciate the fuck out of
I would
that.
love
Like,
that blanket.
He
You
does
would not even
not-
understand.
If
He
I was
doesn't
him-
appreciate you the way I would
If
appreciate.
it's literally that.
But I don't think that's I don't think you're at any fault for being like, okay, yeah, I have the blanket.
Yeah, especially if I
Especially-
assume she's probably just gonna make another one with a different
Yeah.
material.
Yeah.
That
Or you feel like if you think that he's been respectful enough of your relationship to not be weird about it, then it's like, yeah, here you go. I think it's all in your boyfriend's brain. It's a completely fabricated situation by him because he's the one that's like, oh, a sex blanket. And you're like, oh, no, it's a blanket for sleeping on. Here, my friend can have it. And he's like, so you gave him our sex blanket. And it's like,
yeah,
it feels like he's imprinted on his brain the idea that it's a sex blanket. And then when you give it to another man, he's like,
You gave him our sex blanket.
yeah,
you
it's
want to
like,
have sex blanket with him?
no.
I also
no.
feel like, though, this is another classic Reddit "Am I the
Yeah.
asshole" story.
Yeah.
It's like in movies where you're like, if they just texted each other, it's fine. Because if she just goes, hey, I worked really hard on this for you, and it feels like you don't appreciate it, he'd probably be like, that's not how I meant that. I'm so sorry. Like, I really
yeah, I was
appreciate
just making a
Or
joke.
if he's an asshole about it, break up with him.
Yeah.
But it's like you did that, and then in your head went, this fucking asshole wants to use my nice blanket as a sex blanket. Here you go, guy who's interested in
Yeah,
me.
the guy who I'm well
likes me.
aware has
Yeah.
expressed interest in me before.
Yeah. It is just as easy as he's like a sex blanket, and you're like, hey, I actually really meant that. And then he goes, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like the blanket.
Yeah, you are right though. This is an Onion story. Oh my God, Blair Alarms put Onion story on the front.
Our iconic
Onion
saying.
story.
Put it, guys. Go to Shopify.com/other channel. Get your
onion
onion story shirt.
This is how you make notable memories. You force them down their throat. This is a certified onion moment.
Certified
moment.
onion story. Go to Twitter and put hashtag onion story.
But yeah, I feel like there are layers. He should not have. What? Oh yeah, like an onion. See, certified. you're getting it now. I won't even say he shouldn't have responded how he did because I don't know their relationship. Sex isn't a bad thing. You heard it
Yeah.
here first.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Hot take. And I feel like you don't need to get mad at him for saying sex blanket, but if your feelings are hurt, tell him. But also, you gave it to somebody you knew liked you.
Yeah.
And then we're like, I gave it to that guy. And
He's
then
never
we're
really crossed any boundaries. It's like,
Right.
yeah, you're throwing him. You're
Right.
throwing him.
Crumbs.
You're
You're
throwing
leading
him
him on.
crumbs. Yeah, a little bit.
I don't
It's-
think intentionally, but like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't love he shouldn't be pissed at you, but I understand him being like, why'd you do that? Like, that's,
or like,
Yeah.
hey, that
That's
makes me
not cool.
uncomfortable. That guy clearly has a
Yeah.
crush on you.
You guys got to work on communication.
Yeah.
That's my fix for you.
Yeah.
Work on communication.
But it's interesting because the communication, this isn't usually when we're like, this guy didn't communicate, like the one about D&D
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
science. That guy's like 18. This dude is what, 28, 29 or
28.
something?
They're 28.
Yeah, this is like
the guy's
gross.
Did they
28.
say how long they've been together?
That's a good question, actually. But she also says,
No.
can you
No.
check it? Does she say, I said something along the lines of or something like that?
What do you mean?
Where she says like when she talks about, hey, I texted him about
Yeah, she says, I'm working on a new crochet project, a blanket. I was going to give it to you since you wanted a new comforter, but I've noticed this yarn collects hair really easily.
But before that, she says like I texted something along the lines of, right? It's not like that's exactly what I texted.
I texted him something like, yeah.
I feel like that might be her, like,
Oh.
because maybe that doesn't sound jokingly. If someone sent me that and I respond like, and I saw someone responded to it, oh, like a sex blanket, I'd be like, that's kind of out of left field. But if she was like, I made you this blanket, da 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 da, like
Yeah.
maybe like more goofily, then I
He's
think
like,
it maybe
oh, a
makes
sex blanket.
Haha.
I have a perspective shift that maybe because the way I look at his
love that.
response is maybe she said, "Hey, I've made this thing for you. I don't think you'll like it."
That's true.
And he's like, "Oh no, like I won't use it for that, but we can come up with another use for it since you worked on it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that too. Yeah.
It seems like the first sign of trying to not like this guy is him just going, like a sex blanket. And you're supposed to be like, wow, what a pig.
Oh my God, don't raise
Yeah,
your eyebrow
what an
like
oaf.
that. I think she's entering the slide where life hits you like a fucking truck. And he's been hit by the truck.
Yeah.
And I will also say, I think you're absolutely right. 28 versus 24, your thoughts about sex are usually drastically different. Like those are formative years where you're like, sex is just a thing. Where 24, you might be like, oh, this is still kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most real comment I've made on this show so far.
Yeah. So it's
Well, you are the only married one, so none of us would know.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. I don't like you assuming that I've taken that step. Yes, we're married. It doesn't mean we're ready.
It's like they always say, marriage is the first step.
Marriage
Marriage
is
is
the
the
first
first
step.
step.
It goes marriage, kids, sex.
Yeah, you
My
always,
wife is in the room, I just realized.
you always go adopt the first kid to make sure you can handle it.
Exactly.
Then you have sex
Then you have
one
sex.
time.
You're the
Just
you're
to
the
make
you're
sure.
the trial run.
That's
You're the
you,
test drive.
you have sex one time, and if it works, God wanted you to have kids. If it doesn't, maybe you liked it too much.
Also,
Maybe you liked it too much.
yeah, and that's a sin.
And
Maybe
that's
you
fucked up.
gave into the flesh a
do
little bit
wanna-
too much.
I want to walk my statement back a little bit. For anybody watching that's younger, sex is a big deal. Okay? I'm not saying it's willy-nilly, do whatever you want. I'm going to stop talking on it. I'm not the preeminent
Be
expert.
responsible.
Do
Yeah.
what you
Responsible.
want.
You're adults.
Be responsible.
Hopefully.
Or don't. I'm not your dad. Because I haven't had sex, which means I can't have kids.
Do you?
Where's my goatee symbol?
Where's the?
Pull me out.
So my question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she tell the guy that? Did she tell the guy that likes her that it has her hair in the blanket?
Oh.
That would, if that, we would be
And-
putting that man in a Skyrim soul crystal.
Is
He would be in a soul gym if he heard that the girl he liked
Oh
made a
my
blanket, and it's like, yeah, he doesn't like it because it catches my hair. And he's
Also-
like, what? Tell me that again.
I will appreciate that. Is he a scientist? Because that's
like
dangerous.
a jackal
You need-
Professor
situation.
Hojo
Yes.
style, yeah.
You got to be careful who you give hair to these
Yeah.
days.
Gonna be cloned.
Anything could happen. We've cloned a goat. We can clone a girl.
The guy
Same
Danny
thing.
played in Magic yesterday. You can check that out on Skill Check. Played.
Wait, did you play Hojo?
He played Jackal, who from
Jackal.
Spider-Man
Jackal.
cloned Gwen Stacy using a lock of her hair
You dog.
because he was her college professor. Isn't that weird?
maybe she was really good in class.
That's
and he was
true.
like, we
that's
need
actually
more
that's actually a good
smart
point. Yeah, I need to get
students.
those GPAs
Stop
up.
seeing the worst in people's.
Yeah, no, you're
Well,
right.
he also
you're
just
right.
found her hair on the subway. He saw hair on the subway and picked it up and cloned it. He's like, oh, fuck.
He's like, oh, this was
That's my
her.
student.
This could have been anybody.
That's my protege.
How lucky.
All right. Anyway,
Oh yeah. So back to the thing.
yeah. I think
Just-
if he knew there's hair, that's a little weirder.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
weird for that guy. I think that
I
guy's
think that guy
weird and
is
is trying
odd,
to
yeah.
cause issues. In this story, that guy's an asshole. You shouldn't have given him the blanket. And if you didn't like how your boyfriend responded, just talk to him. Stop posting on Reddit. Talk to each other.
I mean, honestly, I don't even think giving the guy the blanket is a bad thing. I think you just ask, hey, if you really don't want it, I don't know if you were joking or not. If you really don't want it, can I give it to him? And then he thinks on it and goes, I think the biggest part for him is the fact that you didn't tell him
Yeah.
that you were
And
going to
it's
give it to him.
that guy who's shown interest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I'm not blaming you saying, oh, he's into you. You shouldn't have given him the blanket. Just know he absolutely has ulterior motives.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you're like, yeah, I made this blanket for my boyfriend, but he doesn't really seem to want it, and the guy goes, dude, I'll
I'm
take
gonna
it.
love blankets.
I'll take it. It's like you kind of got a
Yeah,
question
you're
in that
being
moment.
let
like,
I think even if he was
You're
just
leading
like,
him on.
if he had been like, if your boyfriend doesn't want it, I'll take it, is I think a completely fine response. It's the fact that he's like, oh, if it's a blanket made with love, then baby girl, I would actually love.
yeah,
to take
made
the
with
blanket.
love is
Like that's
interesting.
crazy. If he was just like,
Made with
oh yeah, I'll
love.
take it.
For who we don't know yet. maybe we could find out.
For who the blanket rolls.
Blanket
So I think for this one, that actually was nuts off the door. I am not as smart as you two. I'm realizing every time we film this. To give a fix here, once again, it's communication. And just like the last one where Aaron is sending the grandma headphones, he's going to send you 3 Woobles kits. A Harry Potter kit and 2 birds. So you can make those for your boyfriend. Congratulations.
Nice.
And I'll also be sending you a lock of my hair to put in the blanket for your other friend.
Actually, yeah, one of the birds, put Aaron's hair in it and ship it back.
Yeah, if you can get as many other people's hair in the blanket as possible, then it's less sentimental and special.
Right.
Then it's just like a hair.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody's hair is in
Yeah,
this.
it's like means nothing.
That would be so cool. Make a blanket with all like get hair.
Yeah.
Every time you go over to one like a hangout with all your friends, you take like tweezers and you go over with like the National Treasure ass like the glasses and you go, oh, a perfect hair, and you take one from every single person over time and you're like, guys, I made us this beautiful friendship blanket with all of our hairs
I
intertwined.
just hate thinking about the feeling of that.
What?
It,
hair?
it makes my skin crawl.
That's
A
fine.
hair blanket.
Well, because
Hair-
one way it's gonna feel good, but then when you go against the
Oh,
grain, you're gonna hit like the scales on your hair follicles.
Another story.
Wait, you weren't the asshole. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Not the asshole we close it.
Yeah.
Are the asshole we open it.
I don't think
It's such a
I don't think there's
not like
are assholes in this
Yeah.
one. I think so many Reddit stories do boil down to stop posting on Reddit and talk to the person you're
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
an issue with.
I-
I know that's shocking.
I think y'all's relationship, the two of you in the relationship are fine. I think what you should do is have your boyfriend. You should get him really hyped up. You should get him hyped up like a dog when you start doing all this, and then you should have him go talk to the other guy about it. Be like, you know what? I think you should confront him. I think you should talk to him about it because he's clearly being weird about it.
He's going,
Then-
dude, I don't appreciate that you took my girlfriend's blanket that she made for me. And he's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, what are you saying? I can't hear you.
dude, she made that.
Perverted Linus.
She made that for
Linus
for
from,
purpose.
Charlie Brown.
Oh,
Just walking around with the blanket everywhere.
That shit was
I
great.
can't hear you, man. This smells like fucking lavender or something.
Smells like
Linus
her
over
hair.
there sucking on his blanket like he does in the show
All right, next story.
with his big old iconic wet spot.
Are you next?
I guess so, yeah.
I'm getting us out.
This isn't a story. This is a viewer submission. Thank you for submitting it, viewer. I hope we aren't too hard on you. So this is a story. So this isn't a story. It's just a situation that probably most people have found themselves in at least once. I recently started studying physics at university. One of the most important things at the beginning of your studying journey is to find people you can learn with and build friendships with. Personally, I wasn't a fan of this idea. I thought that it was more of a burden than something important to do. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against meeting new people. I had a big ego at the time and thought I could raw dog my studies on my own. Turns out finding a friend group was actually really was as important as everyone said. Anyway, during the first week of my studies, I tried getting to know other people who also study physics. The first person I tried to get to know seemed very friendly, so I sat down next to him. After spending a few hours with that guy, I decided to distance myself from him. He shared so many traits with the typical milady Redditor stereotype, which I couldn't comprehend. But he was still a very nice person. I genuinely didn't like him, but I felt bad because he was genuinely friendly. The story doesn't stop there. The next day, I met another guy who was the most textbook accurate nerd I've ever seen in my life.
Jesus.
And again, I felt bad because he was a nice guy, but I was extremely annoyed by him. As you know, all good things come in threes. On the last day of my first week, I met a third guy who was extremely friendly, but man, I've never met a person in my life like this before. After asking for my name and telling me who he is, he proceeded to tell me his whole life story, during which he obviously exaggerated some parts to appear more pitiful. The whole time he talked, I just thought to myself, please just shut up. And he didn't just tell me his life story, he also explained that he's bad at communicating and has trouble maintaining friendships. I was extremely annoyed by him as well. So, as I said before, I think there are many people out there who have been in a similar situation, where they didn't like people even though they were friendly, and felt bad about it afterwards. Am I the asshole for not liking these people even though they were nice? I'm 18 and a male, and since then I've met a few nice people that I now spend a lot of time with.
I just want to preface all of this with let's treat him like he's 18.
Yeah. I agree.
Before we dogpile.
Because I completely get it.
I felt the same of wanting to put my mic in my mouth, and I don't know why. Your mouth is not as big as mine. So, but to this guy,
Yeah.
First off, good things don't come in threes. I'm pretty sure bad things come in threes.
I think all things come in threes.
The
All
rule,
things-
the rule of threes.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic number.
But yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
I'm going. You're 18. I don't want to be a dick. The way you are describing these people,
Exactly.
I think, is how you are. Not in a super bad way, but if you're going into, it's the line. If you think everybody in the room is stupid, you're probably stupid. And you are 18. You have time to change everything. And I'm not saying everything about you needs to change, but you take it away before I go down a rabbit hole.
I mean, I definitely had a phase where I was like 17, 18, and I was just like, dude, everyone around me is fucking lame. And I was just like,
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm the cool one. Everyone else is lame.
People aren't playing IDARB. They don't know this shit. They don't know like cool stuff. They're all playing like the basic shit.
They're not playing Peggle 3 like me. But I mean, yeah, it's just, I feel like it's just kid becoming man shit.
I think you are deciding kind of going in that this is what these people are like. They start to kind of be like that, and you're like, this is exactly what this dude is. He fits the stereotype. This is how they are.
And
you're not really giving them much grace.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay not to
You're
like
also all
everybody.
18.
Sounds like you found another group of friends, which is awesome. The amount of shit that I did when I was 17, 18, 19, right now makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
You're going to look back at one point and be like, I can't believe I thought that about people. Like, it's okay.
I think it's very still high school, and you literally, it's your first week of college. You are still high school, but like, I think it took me a year or two of college to be like, especially because I didn't go to a big school, to be like, oh, people can like a lot of different, cool jock guy can like video game like I like video. He can know the deep cuts and shit like that.
Or just like, it seems like when you would talk to them, they would be like, I don't know. It seems like he comes in optimistic, and then the second that there's like a flaw, he's like, no,
you weren't perfect.
My brother needs to sonder a little bit. He
And
needs
I'm
to
not
realize
saying
that like everyone around him is also just as complex and flawed as he is.
Exactly.
And probably nervous and anxious. Like, I'm not saying the person wasn't a Reddit mod milady kind of person. You could be absolutely right. But everybody has flaws and issues. You don't have to be best friends with them. You also don't have to hate them and be like, that guy annoyed the shit out of me. It's okay.
Yeah. You
also don't
did
need
say
people to study with. Just going to throw that out there. You can study by yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
You also said, hey, I feel bad. This guy, I had one interaction. I think it's crazy to be like, I had this one interaction. He was a little cringe. I genuinely dislike this person. Like, I genuinely...
on his basis of
Yes.
as a human being.
Yeah, I think
That
he
is
is
where
a
it got
bad
too far.
person.
It's okay
Yeah.
that they annoy you. You guys don't jive. But to be like, I genuinely don't like this person, it's okay. Just go be with your friends.
I also think that if you talk to this guy 2 more times, one, you probably weren't matching his energy in the same way he wasn't matching your energy, and then talk to him 2 more times and you guys will get used to each other and then you'll be completely normal people. Like,
Yeah.
I think
you don't have to talk to him,
I
but if
think-
you tried again.
Yeah.
True.
I think too, even just using the language of like having friends is a burden.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going into it with
You're
the
not
right
Sukuna.
mindset. You know, I don't think you're going in there with the goal to make friends. You
Yeah,
know, if
you're
you- if
kind of
you-
hoping that...
it just happens. Like,
Or you get like almost vindicated, like, see, it's a good thing I was doing it on my own because see, these people are like Redditor nerds. I'm the
Yeah.
only cool pussy getter in the entire physics department.
I got a sex blanket.
physics department. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am going to afford you the grace you are not affording these people. I'm sure there's a lot of good to you.
Yeah,
It doesn't come out in the story, but we're not going to
You're
say you suck.
showing empathy, like guilt, I guess. Like
Yeah,
you're
that's the
showing
good
Yeah,
remorse.
you don't want to hate these people.
In high school and things like that, you're usually, unless you're moving a bunch, this is people that you've spent legitimately like 10 to 15. They have been your social life your entire
Right.
life. And now you're finally seeing like a whole world of people. So
Of
you're
people
talking.
you didn't grow up with.
Exactly.
Like you haven't had time to see their personalities form.
Exactly.
You just have to get hit with a personality and just absorb that in the moment for what it is.
Yeah, and then you talk to them and you're like, what is like you don't know like what else they are like you don't know if you share any interests because the person was just kind of like annoying. Like this could be everyone has like a bad first interaction, I feel like. Everyone has plenty of stories where it's like, yeah, I started talking like people you're best friends with, like your first couple interactions are like, oh, I fucked it up. It's like I don't know. You just like give them some grace.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Like
you don't have
trying.
to be like best friends with them, but maybe you'll bump into them again. And
I was
like,
gonna say, if
maybe
you're-
you'll have like an interaction a second time where you're like, oh shit, that guy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
My wife thought I was a loser the first time I met her. Now we're married.
Well, I was like, that's the
Yeah, still thinks I am. Maybe you'll marry one of those guys. Who knows? Could go in that direction.
Well, it's also one of those things where like that dude, he gets there, he's nervous. Maybe he meets another group of people. He becomes really fucking like the coolest guy in the physics
He
department. and you're
runs
like,
the physics department.
yeah, and then you're like, fuck. I should have been not like because he's cool now, but it's like, damn, I should have just
No,
like,
I think that's a good point. You should be extra nice to everybody because you don't know when you'll
Who's
need
gonna
to kiss
blow
their
up, yeah.
ass. Right.
Yeah.
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 That guy. You ever heard the song Skater Boy? You heard what happened to those people who were mean to him?
yup.
Yep. Now Avril Lavigne's rocking out on stage with him. You're okay. It's an awkward fucking first couple weeks of college. You're young. They're young. You guys are figuring shit out, and you're gonna figure it out.
Because I'll be
That's
honest,
my advice.
when I first got in college, I was probably, maybe one of these more annoying guys that you're talking. Like,
I
more
absolutely
like nervous
was.
guys, and that's what tripped me up. Is people would come up and they would be very open and nice. Like people that I would have been like in high school, I was like, this person would never talk to me. They just come up and start talking to you about shit, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. They're looking at me like a normal human.
We're not so different, you and I.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. We can both know physics and learn about it together.
And
What goes up must come down, as they say in physics.
And then that guy got promoted to department head immediately.
at 18,
'Cause
he's
everyone's-
fucking crushing it, man.
Everyone was like, I didn't know he could do
I didn't
that.
know.
That's beautiful.
And yeah, so as you heard here, we had some viewer stories. So you can submit those in the Discord, which is maybe in the description if
Yep.
we remember to put it there. If not, good luck finding it. Submit some fun stories like this for advice or are you the asshole? We'll try our best not to be assholes to you. And yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so nice having you sit right here Chase, edit them in and post.
What?
Bye.
Oh well, no, that was weird. I wouldn't have done that.
All right, I
Wait.
don't want them there.
I don't know why the audience is doing that. That's
Hey guys,
honestly makes
Hey
me
guys,
kind of uncomfortable.
Go to twitter.com or X, the
Everything
Everything
app.
app, formerly known as Twitter, the Everything app.
Yeah.
And and Photoshop yourselves on this couch in
Oh
between.
yeah,
us.
and you can win the second pair of Skull Candy headphones from
Yes,
Aaron,
you
signed by
can
Marlon
win.
Brando.
Your own signed sex blanket.
Yes, we will send you this cushion when we're done with the couch.
Yep. When we're done?
Like at some point
Oh.
in the future. Yeah,
When-
like when we are all dead,
When it's
this
over,
is yours.
Yep.
you win the couch when we all die.
Yeah, I don't
So
have
you
Twitter,
better
so don't do it.
You'd better start eating better. You better eat your vegetables. You better stop drinking Coke Zero so your tau proteins form.
Is this an
correctly.
outro? All right, bye.
Bye.
I was going to do a bit I completely forgot about.